I'm gonna eat this shrimp dumpling that is lab grown here in Shiok Meats. And this dumpling by itself cost about $200 to $300 to make. It just tastes like a regular dumpling. In terms of the texture, it's minced meat, so that's what it tastes like. The taste is pretty much what you would expect out of a restaurant.
So we would be starting here as the first step of our process. We have our minced meat from the live prawn, so there are little black bits in there. That's from the live shrimp and prawn. And the red solution it's in are the nutrients that we feed it. It's a mix of fatty acids, amino acids, proteins and sugars.
And you can see that it's slightly turbid or murky because there are cells growing inside of it. It's not like super clear. That means that you have cells growing inside of this. And once we let this go on for a couple of weeks, the next step is to convert the stem cells into muscle fibers, which is your meat. And that also happens within the same vessel by changing some of the parameters like the mixing speed, the pH, the oxygen, and so on. So all of the magic basically happens here.
The Changi one is 2 p.m.
A couple of reasons as to why we think nobody else has looked at this market is, first thing is the entire cell-based meat and seafood industry is only 5 years old. We are pretty new, it's a very young industry, and most of the companies that have started in the last 3 to 4 years have concentrated on red and white meat because that is what is consumed much more in the West. So right now it costs us about $5,000 to make a kilogram of shrimp meat, and this is minced shrimp meat. 90% of our cost from that is actually this nutrient solution that you see everywhere, this pink color solution that is everywhere. This solution is only manufactured by pharmaceutical companies currently, and hence the expensive pricing on it. But we have actually signed one of the biggest deals with one of the biggest pharmaceutical companies in the world to reduce this price by 100 times by the end of this year. So that would bring down our cost to about $50 a kilogram by end of this year. And that's when we also want to start getting into commercialization.
So how much percentage of?
We are looking at next year, which is 2021. So we might be the first ever company to launch a cell-based meat product in the world. Yeah.
我还是觉得怪怪，觉得比较怪，所以以后年轻人可能会接受，我们这一辈的人应该不接受，因为吃习惯了野生的。
我可以试试看，我不一定说敢吃啦，可是我会试着买，看怎样，因为海洋也生物也越来越少。
Shrimp culture is one of the worst in terms of environmental effects. You've probably heard of the stories in Thailand where they cleared large areas of mangrove, okay, and destroyed all the mangroves for shrimp farms. And then when they abandoned the shrimp farms, the mangroves couldn't regenerate. So basically you've upset the whole ecosystem. Yeah? So by taking the pressure off these areas through basically artificial culturing, you're actually allowing them time to regenerate or not to cause new areas to be damaged. Yeah? So it's positive. It really can be a win-win.
Đấy, nó hả? Sao xuống nhập?